Cardi band Nicki Minaj just teamed up against Spice, exposing her as a snake. There have been rumors about us playing both Cardi and Nicki to get ahead in her career, but Noon really believed it. Until Is betrayed, Nicki to join Card's camp on top of that ice was recently caught trash talking Nicki behind her back, and to make things worse, word on the street is that Is was one of Offset's side pieces whenever he felt like cheating on Cardi. And apparently Cardi found out Cardi even put up a series of tweets dragging Spice over the allegations. Spice seems be playing with fire to stay relevant for her upcoming album. That Noon is talking about this whole mess started when popular wig maker the Bella brand exposed Spice on Instagram for refusing to pay for over 20 customized wigs made for her tourists. And her team had contracted Bella to make the wigs, but then canceled last minute when the wigs were ready to ship, refusing to pay for them. Even worse, Ice wanted the wigs for free in the middle of exposing Ice for trying to ref her off. Bella also revealed that Ice had sent her photos of Nicki's past looks and wig stew, recreate, basically copying Nicki styles over the years. But the Bella brand wasn't done with Spice. Just yet, she dropped a bunch of screenshots showing their text conversations, where Ice sent photos of Nicki Minaj's looks dating all the way back to 2010. Ice was asking the wig maker to recreate these exact wigs, like when she asked for bangs, when the wig maker inquired if she wanted them to look the ones from Ice's own music video. Ice just sent a recent photo of Nicki rocking bangs instead. People have been accusing Ice of copying Nicki Minaj for a while now, even claiming she's trying to rap like Nicki despite this. Ice and her team have consistently denied these accusations. For example, a few weeks ago, when Ice was accused of copying Nicki's flow in the song Fat. But in her 2012 look, Ice stylists claimed that the inspiration was actually Princess Diana. However, it turns out that Ice deduced a 2012 photo of Nicki Minaj when asking the wig maker to create her look. This shows that was indeed copying Nicki. But their stylist lied and dragged Princess Diana into the situation, knowing full well that Princess Diana wasn't actually an influence on Ice's style. The drama only escalated as Senatoni faced backlash for allegedly copying Nicki Minaj, but also got into a feud with Cardi. Cardi, known for not backing down from a fight, didn't hold back against Ice. Their beef was surprising because not long before Ice and Cardi had been seen interacting on Twitter and in photos from a party they attended together. This raised questions about Ice's loyalty to Nicki Minaj. This claimed to be a barb while also mingling with Nicki's rivals. It seems that the relationship between Cardi and Ice has deteriorated quickly. A song from Ice's upcoming Y2K album leaked, and she used it to throw Shadet Card Bint the Tribelt, criticized Cardi for undergoing multiple surgeries and frequently altering her appearance. Ice also dropped a bombshell hinting that Offset had been sliding in her DMs with lines like "think she's pretty but changing her face, damn falling behind, like be pick up your pace, it was funny," till it took her place Herman calling, "But I be like, who is this, I'm a switchy bee. I really dud this wasn't hold." In backin', and was clearly getting bold on this track, although Ice didn't explicitly name Cardi being in her song. It was clear to everyone who she was referring to. Cardi herself noticed and took to Twitter to address the situation. Sheer-minded Dis and other rappers who were testing her patience that she is not someone to be messed with party made it clear that she shouldn't be underestimated. These beesh have absolutely lost their mind. I'm getting all my licks back on my album, though 1H1 of you be. These beasts can't seem in numbers or status, he all had way to mew. Tomato ketchup can't seem in money, can't see me in real estate fashion, and can't seem in person either. I'm no narrate trace with none of you. Bees and I'm mash show y'all. Cards fans also rallied behind her and came for Ice, making their support for Cardi clear and intensifying the online backlash against Spice. Has a lot of confidence for rapping about Poozum, say this wasn't anything short of a marketing ploy from Ice. She just wanted to hang out with the cool chicks in order to boost their sales and image. One person online said Ice Spice is lame tomb. I believe that Spice was using both of the mice, and her team saw the online chaos and the growing hostility from both Cardi and Nicki, so they decided to do some damage control. They tried to convince people that Ice and Nicki were still on good terms. However, if you recall, Ice's ex-best friend, Baby Storm, had leaked conversations and screen recordings of their text messages a few months earlier. In those messages, Ice was speaking negatively about Nicki, then accusing her of being delusional and jealous. These messages were leaked shortly after seeing Card's recent meetup, which only added to the fury of Nicki and her fans when they discovered the shady comments Ice had made. During Ice's latest interview with Billboards, she was asked about the leaked messages. In response, she implied that she and Nicki were still on good terms, trying to downplay any tension between them. Now, there's something rather obvious going on here. Ice Spice is the newcomer on the scene, and as such, she's got a lot of bravado herself. But mostly Toothers show, did she pop off all of a sudden? Was it all jive? All this money, fame, and fortune does surely deserve it. As we've seen all the industry plan accusations, and she's been pushed by so many executives and artists. Somehow she became famous overnight. We didn't see that with either Nicki or Cardi. That's why the public perception about Ice Spice ain't exactly the most positive one. However, it tain't that negative either. Safe to say there's a mixed reception to Ice Spice music, with some critics questioning her rap skills and comparing her unfavorably to other female rappers. Ice Spice initially rose to fame with her unique voice and vibrant style, particularly through her hit "I'm Feeling You." Her playful energy and catchy hooks helped her carve out a space in the hip-hop scene. Critics have noted that Ice Spice's debut album Y2K has not live up to the expectations set by her early success. Many feel that her music lacks depth and creativity, with some songs being perceived as repetitive and derivative. For instance, tracks like "B Belt" and "Papa" have been criticized for hashing themes and styles from her previous hits, without offering anything new or innovative. There is a sentiment that Ice Spice's artistic development has stalled, while she was once celebrated for her confident and playfully. Rick's recent reviews suggest that her songs feel static and uninspired. Critics argue that her visibility has increased faster than her musical evolution, leading to questions about her long-term viability in the industry. Some observers have pointed out that Ice Spice's fame may be more tied to her public persona and marketing than her musical abilities. The contrast between her rising celebrity status and the perceived lack of growth in her artistry has led to speculation about her staying power in a competitive landscape filled with talented female rappers. Spice has expressed an openness to constructive criticism, for music critics valuing their insights. So over anonymous online comments, she seems to recognize the importance of feedback in her artistic journey, indicating a willingness to learn and grow despite the mixed reviews. Comparisons to their female rappers, particularly Nicki Minaj, have been prevalent. Critics have noted that her style and lyrical content often echo those of established artists, which has led to questions about her originality and authenticity in the genre. At the end of the day, while Spice has made significant strides in her career, the mixed reception of her recent work highlights challenges in her artistic growth and the need for more substantial contributions to the hip-hop landscape for her to blossom further in the games. Had definitely will need to take her music a little more seriously. One thing, just for sure to or for certain, Ice has got to be careful with how she moves beefing with Cardi or Nicki. You don't want that smoke. Ice Spice, as mentioned, many of Nicki's fans have already stopped supporting Ice Spice due to the perceived betrayal. This backlash could significantly impact Ice Spice's fan base and potentially her career, as the Barbs are known for their intense loyalty and influence in the hip-hop community. Let's not get let it twisted. Nicki Minaj's support was crucial for Ice Spice's rise in the industry. By seemingly betraying this relationship, Ice Spice might lose valuable industry connections and opportunities that came with Nicki's endorsement. Spice's actions could be seen as opportunistic or disloyal, which might damage her credibility in the hip-hop community. So as you can see, the landscape female rap is dynamic, as it is competitive, and Ice Spice has found herself at the center of it all, initially rising to fame with the support of Nicki Minaj, who dubbed her the Princess of Rap. Spice's relationship with Nicki has taken a dramatic turn. The fallout began when Ice Spice collaborated with Cardi Bam, move that Nicki and her loyal fan base, the Barbs, viewed as betrayal. Ice Spice's former friend added fuel to the fire by leaking text messages in which Ice Spice allegedly called Nicki grateful and delusional. This revelation further alienated her from Nicki's fans, who have been quick to withdraw their support. On the other side, Cardi has been a controversial figure in Ice Spice's narrative. While Card's collabo ration brought new opportunities, it also came with its own set of challenges. Many believe Cardi set a trap for Ice Spice, knowing it would provoke a backlash from the Barbs. This strategic move has left Ice Spice navigating a tricky landscape, balancing newfound alliances with the fallout from old ones. Ice Spice continues to evolve as an artist. She faced the challenge of maintaining her credibility and fan base amidst these high-profile feuds. The hip-hop community is watching closely, and only time will tell how these relationships will shape her career. Now Ice Spice must tread lightly, ensuring that her next moves are strategic and genuine to avoid further alienation and backlash. What do you think about Ice's position in the game? Is she going to stay on top for long? Should she watch out about who she's getting close with? Let us know all about it down in the comments section.